In India, there are two kinds of slavery: the slavery of untouchables and the slavery of women. Both are interrelated. The Dalit woman faces threefold discrimination based on caste, gender, and class. Even the upper class women show no respect to Dalit women. According to National Crime Record Bureau statistics, 13.9% of all atrocities committed against SCs included rape or sexual assault. In 2015 and 2014, these crimes constituted 12.73% and 10.9% of all crimes respectively. Dalit women are the backbone of nation and agriculture economy. 16% of total female population in countries are Dalit. Most of them are unemployed or employed as a domestic workers or sex workers. Kalavantu, known as sex workers, they are raped by upper caste men and are forced to become prostitutes, and they are unable to join organized sector due to lack of access to educational facilities. Who would you call a Dalit? The word Dalit got so many meanings in India. The word Dalit means shattered or crushed or broken into pieces. 156 million people are Dalits in India. Gandhiji called them Harijans, children of God, but now calling someone Harijan is a punishable offense. Some people say Dalit is not a caste. Dalit aspire for change and revolution in the society. They are not merely an identity. The origin of Dalit exploitations took birth in rural part of India's social ecosystem. The torturing Dalits can be seen in rural part of India, but in urban as well. It is not visible to the naked eyes though. The Dalit children are prohibited to enter schools. They can't eat together with other children of upper caste. In some schools of South India, the faculty provide wristbands to categorize the children based on their respective castes. Dalits are born with no privileges in the society and bound to become laborers and face slavery as they grow up. Caste is unnatural in reality of India. Nobody can deny that. It is deep rooted in our culture. It gives us a sense of identity and lays foundation of discrimination. In 21st century, many changes have been brought in the constitution, but the caste identity is still alive in our hearts. In urban India, the modernization and the caste identity thrive together. Around 60% of Kolkata's localities do not have a single Dalit residence in the neighborhood. The geographical environment of cities is still determined based on caste of an individual. We should accept the caste bias still exists without throwing the argument of reservation policy at the face of our constitution. The matrimonial advertisements of newspaper are full of caste identity and biases. Need a Brahmin, of course, and the color of the skin should be white. It is horrible that educated people are still not capable of treating others with equality. A Dalit faces discrimination on many factors. Thus, discrimination will stop following them if they prosper in their respective career. In job sector, in the colleges and in the MNCs, Dalits are being oppressed just because they get jobs and admission through reservation. Our Honorable President Ramnath Kovind is a Dalit, and some people still cannot accept the fact that he became President of India based on his qualifications. Life of a Dalit woman. Dalit women are far more weaker than compared to the upper caste woman. Therefore, vulnerable to all forms of violence. The upper caste inflict constant pressure on Dalit families to avoid justice. And even other members of Dalit society acts as a spectator when it comes to extending any support to Dalit victim. The process discrimination begins at an early age when a Dalit girl has to leave home because she is harassed and addressed by humiliating caste-based names. The widely prevalent practice of untouchability is strongest in rural areas where majority of population resides. As is well known, the Dalits are not allowed to enter temples and the Dalit panchas are not allowed to sit on chairs during any meeting. While the upper caste members always harass Dalit elected representatives and interfere with their work. A study reveals that the police officials routinely demand bribes, intimidate witness, cover up evidence, and beat up the woman's husbands Little or nothing is done to prevent attacks on rape victims by gangs of upper caste villagers who try to prevent a case from being launched or pursued. The police often refuse to register for FIRs in any case of violence or atrocity against Dalits. Further, the registration of cases is delayed, not only due to indifference of police officials, but also the accused prevent the victim and their families from going to the police stations. And even if a case is being registered, the police fail to investigate in a fair manner. At times, the victim herself changes her statement due to social pressure. There are also instances of false cases being registered by so-called victims whose families bear grudge against accused and wants to settle scores with them later. In a few cases, the accused get arrested but are eventually released on bail by the court. In such cases, the victims suffer a lot mental, economic, social, and financial trauma. The atrocities and sexual violence being committed against Dalit women, and this is an old mindset that has been, in the motion. So we'll discuss about this topic more in next video, that how and why this discrimination against women, mainly against caste, is happening, and why this needs to stop. So if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that we can make more of videos. Thank you.